Now here's a crop you don't see every day. Now, I could give you guys about 30 guesses as to what this is. And probably some locals will know, or maybe some people out in other parts of the world. But, or maybe I'm just naive and think that nobody knows what these things are. But I'm going to tell you. If you do know, well, congratulations. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now. These are what they call tillage radishes. Now, the deer obviously love them as much as soybeans. You can see where the tubers are all chopped off. See that? The freaking deer come down here and eating the shit out of them. And I don't believe that, well, they're not going to be harvested for anything. I guess the point in tillage radishes is to actually soften the soil and pull nutrients that are way deep in the soil, pull them back up to be available for corn and soybeans or whatever else. At least that's what I was told when I was at a meeting a few years ago when these things hit. You know, they were like all the rage. All the rage. You're going to do tillage radishes and you're going to have 4,000 bushel yields on corn. And, you know, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know how these, you know, the next latest, greatest thing comes along and everybody jumps on board, but they don't know the consequences of tillage radishes. I don't know what the consequences of tillage radishes are. What are they going to do in the long run? Because when you take something out of the soil or change the composition of the soil, whether it's through a chemical or even a plant like tillage radishes, you know, is there any negative effects? I mean, we know the positive effects, but what are the negatives? That's kind of what I would like to know. What are the negatives of tillage radishes other than it brings deer in by the millions? Now, I'd like to go, this is what a tillage radish is really supposed to look like. I mean, I'm going to try it. These are not mine. But look at the size of that thing. I mean, it'd make Barack Obama proud. It's the wrong color, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, you know, there's got to be a negative. I mean, there's always a positive. You know, everybody tells you the positives, but there's got to be some kind of a negative that goes along with converting these nutrients or even just breaking up the hard pan, what they call hard pan. But these tillage radishes did not get that deep. I mean, that's probably, I don't know, that's a good 7.5, 8 inches long anyway. Actually, it would probably, I would hope it would shame, you know, Barack Obama, but we don't know. You know, I've never seen that part of it. Not that I would want to either, but anyways, enough of the potty talk. Yeah, I picked some of these because my grandmother, I think, would want to try and cook them. You know, she's 91 years old, and she's cooked just about everything there is to cook, from possum to coon. And when I say coon, I don't mean, you know, Barack Obama's little brother either. I mean raccoon. Yeah, now enough of the racist slurs or whatever you want to say. Not that they were racist slurs, they were just kind of jokish, like, you know, men do at times. But anyhow, here we go. I can tell you right now that those things are starving to death. There was a fertilizer spill right there. You see it? How much greener it is there? And I just make the hay on the other half of the farm. So I really don't have much to do with that. But I'm going to give these to my grandmother when I get up to the farm here in a few minutes. And we'll see what she can make out of them. Now, those tillage radishes, I guess when it freezes, it kills them. And we have had quite a dry summer. I mean, a very dry summer. So maybe those things are only half the size they should be, or maybe they're just not going to do what they're supposed to do. Who knows? Turn my beacon on. But I will say this. I was told that the seed, as a matter of fact, the only reason I didn't use them was because the seed was so god-awful expensive. And I just didn't see the offset in the cost I was pretty much a no-till, and that's what this guy's doing now, is mostly no-till work. And that's supposed to, well, it's all in the name, it's tillage radish. So, I don't know, are these things, and I'm asking a question, how many of you guys out there know or have ever used the tillage radishes? And maybe you're a little more educated than I am about tillage radishes, but, you know, I never planted them. This is actually only the second person that I know locally that has planted them. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Yeah, no, I was right. It was the second guy. The first guy, they didn't all die. We had a real mild winter, and they were, you know, they didn't all die. And they actually went to seed in his, what the hell was it? He had oats he planted in there. No-tilled oats on top of them, and that was supposed to kill them. Well, anyways, these tillage radishes, they all went to seed. And he combined the oats, and he has all this radish seed. And radish seed is only small. And, you know, so I forget whether he cleaned it out of them or whether he just, I don't know what he did with the radish seed. But they can also become a problem if they don't die. And I don't think you really want to spray Roundup on them, you know, if they don't die. But I don't know, what are the benefits that you guys know about them, or the, you know, maybe the downfalls to them? You know, is it only on the East Coast that they're using these things, or is it worldwide and I'm just naive and thinking that it's only local here? But anyways, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And that's that. Thank you.